Human! Human! Over here! Over here! What do you mean you can't see me? Down here. Look, down here. There you go, there you go. Hello. Yes, I am a talking plant, as you have correctly pointed out. What was I calling you for? That's easy. I need your help. Why? Are you serious? No, you're not joking about that? Come on. Do you not know what time of year it is? It's winter. Yeah, I know other plants can survive in winter, but I'm not really in the right place, per se, if you completely understand. I'm typically supposed to live, or at least a lot of my breed of fellow plants are supposed to live a lot more south than this. I don't know how I got here. I don't know when, I don't know why, but somehow I am here in this place that I'm not supposed to be at a time of year that is extremely dangerous for my condition. And, well, I may be, perhaps, dying, but that is a different story. How can you help me? Well, that is a good question. I didn't really think about that. I kind of more was focused on getting your attention. I thought since you're a human, you're big enough, you could probably think of something. Me, personally, well, I just have the brains to talk. Talk. That's all I really like to do. And eat bugs. That's why I got these appendages. There are not too many bugs up here. Unless you happen to have a couple bugs on you. A mosquito or two, a fly even. I'm not eating cockroach. No, you can't offer me that, but I'll take a fly. You don't? No bugs? Well, I'm getting distracted. Do you have any ideas on how to save me? Well, yes, of course I want you to save me. I don't want to die. Why would I want to die? I'm sentient. I'm not just making noises. You're not hallucinating this, I can tell you that. No, I'm a real sentient being. And yes, I don't want to die. Typically, sentient beings don't want to die. You should understand that. Am I being sassy? I didn't really think much of it. You kind of did suggest that I would be fine with dying, though. You're right. Missing the point. Well, do you have any ideas? Fire! What are you talking about? To keep me warm. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Keep the plant warm by bringing something that could kill him near him. You are incredulous. You are downright mind-boggling. Why would I, a plant, a creature made out of something that is known to be highly flammable, want to be around fire? Oh, you thought it'd warm me. You thought it's not just the cold temperature. It's also the lack of sun, as well as the possibility of snow. Where I come from, there isn't really much snow. Maybe like an inch or two, which I think is perfectly fine. I think any more than that would be ridiculous. That's just too much. In fact, I think, any amount of snow is really too much. Why do I say that? Do you not see how small I am? I am a fun-sized plant. I'm not a big, sturdy tree that can stay in the sun. In fact, I really don't like that there are so many of those around here. I'm more used to a lot of coastal, kind of more dry, somewhat semi-acidic type soil. I don't like these big trees. They scare me. They don't really say nice things. But you wouldn't know that, I guess. Oh, they are not saying nice things about you. Trees are very mean. Yes, you are correct. I would not be able to survive fire. So there has to be another solution. You're right about that, yes. I don't know what that other solution would be. Dig me up and take me back to your house? What a wonderful idea. Actually, I think that might work. Of course, you would have to have a shovel on you. And I'm not sure how long I can survive. I don't really sound all too sick and dying. Well, that's because I'm a plant. I don't really sound and die the same way that a human might. Or at least I assume. I've never really tested it. But yeah, do you have a shovel on you or nearby? What? I'm small enough you could just dig me up with your hands. Are you sure you want to do that? Okay. Go for it, I guess. Now that that's done, well, where are you going to take me? Well, yes. I kind of want to know where you're going to take me. And I assume you're taking me somewhere. You're not just going to have dug me up and leave me here. That would be very wicked if you did. And evil. I wouldn't do that to you personally. But I wouldn't be able to either. You're just going to take me back to your house. I'm fine with that. I assume it's a lovely place. It is. So how far away do you live from here? It's going to be quite the walk. Am I going to be kind of exposed but naked like I am right now? Yes, I do have a butt. Somewhere on here. No, yes, I'm saying bud. Like with a D? What's a butt with a T? Yeah, no, I don't want to hear that. Don't tell me about that. Yeah. I am very much exposed. I don't have, well, all my roots are out. I don't like that. Oh, it's not far away. So you live in these woods. And well, I suppose it makes sense why you've never come across someone like me. Because I'm not supposed to be here. You could. One day. Maybe. Who knows? It's not like I'm going to live long. Well, I'll try to live the longest I can, but I'm a plant, not a human. I'm very small in stature, and although I'm sentient, that doesn't change the fact that I'm small and a plant. I doubt I'm going to live that long. Of course, I always could. Hopefully I do. Who knows? It is a morbid thing to think about, but I don't like to think about it. I like to think about all the possible bugs I can eat. Yes, that's what these little guys around me are for. You've never heard of a carnivorous plant? Really? Like you've never heard of a plant that eats animals? Well, you eat animals. So why couldn't a plant? You don't eat animals. Then what do you eat? Ugh. There seems to be a conflict of interest here. I would hope you don't eat my type of plant. I'm not really meant to be eaten. Although, from what I've heard from a couple of my cousins, we are good houseplants. Oddly enough. And no, of course, I do not eat animals your size. Or really any animals bigger than a fly or a mosquito or bee. My mouths, as you could call them, are not big enough. Well, I don't think I'll ever grow to be big enough to eat something your size, but maybe I will. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't really seen too many of my kind that gets really big, but also I would say being kind of taken away from your people and taken to a place that is very foreign and unfamiliar doesn't really help with your perception of your own self. Which makes sense. You know, on a very logical scale. Huh? How'd I learn to talk? From humans? No, obviously not. I learned it from my other plants. Which they probably learned it from humans a long time ago. But I learned it from other plants. Which I think it makes a lot of sense, because that's, I presume, how you learned to talk. You have the capabilities, and then, your parents taught you. It's not like you were there when your original people invented your language. It was passed down to you, bit by bit. Or at least I assume. Maybe you did invent your own language and it just happened to get to me in such a way. Who knows? Yeah, I thought as much. I was just saying, really, who does know? Oh, is this your house? It really is a lovely place. You weren't lying. I see you've made it out of dead trees. Oh, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think they deserve it. They can be very, very spiteful, mean creatures. But you know that. I told you. Oh, you have a pot for me? Well, I guess I'll see what it looks like. I don't know. Just, I suppose, put me in that. And I think you'd probably know how to treat a plant. I say that because I kind of assume you grow some. If you're going to eat them. Well, I know plants can be grown. I'm not stupid. Just like flies or bugs of any sort can be grown. They grow themselves. So do plants. And you just help with the cultivation. And you got a yummy mosquito breakfast. Well, if you do have any bugs around the house, I will make sure to get them. Except for spiders? What do you mean, except for spiders? You like spiders. Oh, I won't complain. I don't think it's weird to like a certain type of bug over another. Technically arachnids. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't want a science class right now. I don't know what science is. Alright, well, I guess you can tell me about that later. Okay. Well, I guess I will be seeing you around. It's not like I'm going to be leaving from the spot. See ya, I guess.